all missed the bus. Let's walk.
Right. Hey, everybody. I'm hoping we're back. I think we're back. I'm pretty sure we're back. Let's try this again. DWD and Gonzo in real life. Easy for me to say. Episode 6. That's Gonzo. You want to say hi, Gonzo? We have two guests in the house. Death Star Diva and the Kilt Guy. You guys want to say hi?
Hey,
Hi,
guys.
everybody.
Hello.
Now, this is where it went horribly wrong last time for me on my end. I'm going to try my best to go over to chat, see who's here, and I hope the internet gremlins don't eat me again. We shall see. So, Gonzo, you had a busy week, my friend. You want to tell the people what's going on in Gonzo world?
In Gonzo world, a lot of work, like always. Hello, everyone, again. Thank you for staying with us, and apologize about that. It happens. It's life, so everything can happen in life. Working hard, man, and getting ready to be at the parks next weekend. So next Friday, I will be live with you guys from either one of the parks or Disney Springs. So it's gonna be fun. How about you? Everything good?
Me, everything. I'm moving. I'm full. I got boxes. I'm hoping this time next week, I will be done with the move. But my life is good. But we've got guests. We've got two guests. I think it's working. I've got my chat. It didn't explode this time. Hey, NP Hill. Hey, Fishing with Christine. Hey, Painting the Roses Red. Hey, Timothy. I was just looking at your Instagram, buddy. Hey, Juan. How are you, my friend? I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think I got everybody. Love that you guys are here. Who should we start with? Death Star Diva? Ooh, I slobbered a little bit. Death Star Diva or the Kilt Guy? Who wants to go first? Who wants to say hi?
First. Ladies, you go for it.
Okay.
I gotta finish this Guinness.
Oh, jeez.
Tar. What's new in Death Star Diva land?
Just been raising the kids and hanging out and trying to figure out. We got a new system on our computer, so I had to reconfigure everything. Put all of our stuff back in it. So that's why it's been taking us a while to get any new vlogs out. It's just we had to put a new memory chip in our computer. And so, yeah, that's been a little difficult for us. But other than that, we're just hanging out, living life. Kids are getting ready to go to summer. We're trying to figure out what we want to do for the summer.
Nice.
We're going to go hang out with Gonzo in Vegas. And so,
I love
it. Can't wait.
I can relate to internet issues, as you guys are well aware, because that just was a mess. But I think we're good. It hasn't gone away yet. And I could ask the Kilt Guy what's new, but I think I might know at least some of it. You've started a new. Well, I'll shut up. What have you started? Tell the people what you've got going on for anybody who's unaware.
Okay, so I have my first channel, which we do like some theme park things, but it's mostly a lot of food reviews. But I've actually gone, and this is actually ideas from a lot of my subscribers, from my better half over here, to start a second channel because I suffer from anxiety and depression. And so to keep me in check with everything, I've been doing daily motivations on my second channel. So that way it not only it perks the people up that watch it, but it keeps me perked up as well, just pumped up and just, going for the week and just not slow down.
I love that. Well, I was going to ask you what made you do it, but I think you just answered that. But that's awesome.
Oh. Well, it was not only that for the second channel, but for the first one too, because before I even started my channel, I was very socially inept. Like, I did not like going out. I did not like being in front of people. I would get really bad anxiety attacks.
You had zero friends.
Yeah, I had zero friends, like legitimately no friends. And I just started doing it to figure, because one, therapy is expensive, and a lot of times people are just biased when it comes to you go into a therapist and all that. But doing this actually started helping me get out of my shell, and because you're talking to a camera in public, that's anxiety enough. Because people are going to look at you like, why is he talking to a camera? So that helped me build my character to just overcome that. And not only that, but actually to because of that, I started, gaining my subscribers and everything like that. And I started meeting a lot of my subscribers. and it started getting me out of my shell to shake hands, finally hug people.
Yeah, he hugs people now. He never did that before.
Yeah, never did. And
So as a hugger, I can tell you some people are not the people to be hugging. I hug all the time, and every now and then I'm like, what was I just doing? Hey, Heaven's Gate, how are you?
Yeah.
So I find that intriguing. I'm pretty outgoing. I'm I'm the guy who's talking to everyone. My daughter or my wife is usually telling me to shut up,
That's me.
Yeah, I can tell. But I think I'm learning, maybe you'll have more insight on this, that what you're describing is a lot less rare than young me certainly thought, and young YouTubing me, a lot of me who do YouTube, that they have what you just described. I find that interesting. What's the I mean, I love it when people face their fear and go through it. Is that kind of what you're doing, or why if you're full of anxiety are you putting yourself out there? Because I want to give you props, but I want to hear more.
Well, the funny thing is, I still go through it every day. I still have my anxieties every now and then. I still go through my depression every now and then. And the one good thing about it is I have a really great support system. I have this one right here. I have all of my subscribers, people who follow me, because we all talk. And that was like the one thing that I was telling everybody on my channel, and also my fan page or whatever on Facebook, is if you need to talk to someone, put it there. We're all here for you.
I love it.
We're not gonna like sit there and ignore you or anything of that nature. If you need to say something, we're here. Message us. Message anybody.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we really wanted to strive for. Is we wanted our channel to be all about inclusion and about community and helping each other out. So even on our Facebook page, we noticed there was some other YouTuber pages, and they're like, it has to be their channel exclusive. They don't want any other content out there. And our channel, our page, we literally were like, we are all about helping other YouTubers. And so we tell them, if you want to put your YouTube channel on our page, feel free to put your link there, share it out with everybody else, because we're all about community and just making sure that everybody supports each other, because we know that, doing it by yourself is a really hard thing to do. And we want to make sure that everybody has that kind of support system, whether they're by themselves or if they have a ton of other people around them.
I love that. I love that so much.
Oh, hi, Red.
Christy's in the house. MC Group's in the house. I think we got a relative here. Heaven's Gate, I think I said hi to you. Christy, I don't care about caps. You know what? I got news for everybody. Everybody on the planet. Ready? News from me. Caps is not yelling. Caps is caps. It's okay. I don't hear you. Cap, people who complain about caps, and if it's you, sorry, don't care. If you want to complain about caps, your life is really good. Like
I think when they use caps, they're just emphasizing their point. I like it.
Or they got stuck on. It got locked. I don't care. You can put caps.
Maybe the caps lock on the keyboard doesn't work anymore. They're stuck on caps.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? When I print, I write caps every letter, and no one thinks I'm yelling. So it's just crazy. Hey, Fire Princess Red, that is a pet peeve of mine. You know what? So this might go to your anxiety. I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need to learn from you here, because I'm truly intrigued by this. But I think here's my anxiety. You ready for my anxiety? My anxiety is why does everyone want to control everyone else? Like, you're typing on your computer.
Yeah.
You could put caps. You could put whatever you want. I don't care. So I don't know. I think but honestly, truly, I really have liked what I've seen on your I guess your second channel. Is that the right way to say it?
Yeah.
I like uplifting. I like positive. I think that we all go through the same stuff, and we just decide how much to. I mean, that's not totally fair. Everybody has something different. I don't mean we're all the same, but none of us are perfect. None of us have a perfect situation. What we do is we help each other or we hurt each other. Like, I hate Twitter so much. I'm on Twitter. But
I hate Twitter too.
The 17 people in America who are on Twitter on all 8 trillion accounts, you're all lunatics. And it's a bunch of people trying to tell everybody else what they're doing wrong.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And so here's where I really want to ask you, and I feel like I'm monopolizing the interview. So Gonzo, you dive in any time you want here. But
I ask as many questions as you want.
Yeah,
we will try to answer them as best as we can.
Here comes number one of 18 trillion. So
Okay.
I work with kids. I've been working with kids for a long time, and I preach to them.
Nice.
Yeah. And after school program, I preach to them. I did today. We had the last class of a, I don't know, half a year session today, and I reiterated. I played a little video by Steve Jobs. We've all probably, a lot of you have probably seen it. It's just simply this: you are enough. You are enough. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're disabled or have some special ability. You don't need to be a Marvel character to be able to do what you need to do. Am I right in my ignorant, overly confident, probably loves himself more than the average bear kind of attitude that, and please tell me if I'm wrong. I want to, because I think the world adds to everyone's anxiety. I know when I'm feeling anxious, it's how I feel about how other people feel about me. That's a horrible sentence, but am I close, or is it totally different for you?
No, it can. I mean, social media in itself is an anxiety inducing environment. So a lot of times, you know, you get on social media and there's these, what I call social media ninjas who literally come up on somebody and they're posting something, and then they have to pick apart every little thing that they're saying, every little thing that they're doing. And it's the crazy thing is if they were with them face to face, I doubt it if they would ever say that something like that they say on the computer. So I make it a point, like if I'm putting something out there, I make sure I think twice about it, and I say, am I going to say that to that person's face? If I'm going to say it to their face, then yes, I'll put it down. But if I'm not going to, then it doesn't need to be said. And there's a lot of times that I'll catch myself typing something out, and then I'll sit and pause and think about before I actually post it. And then I'll say, you know what, that's not worth it. Delete it. Just let it go. Because it's not my place to say anything. And I think that a lot of people need to be more vigilant about people's feelings, and because there is a human being on the other side of that computer or the other side of that phone.
Or
so
it's one of those Twitter bots.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, so it's something that we try and teach our children that, you know, they can't be on social media. I have an 11-year-old, and she has her own channel, Totally Ari, and she's dealing with just having a cell phone. She just got her cell phone last month, and she's dealing with that. People are picking her apart and things like that. And she's really taking it to heart. And I told them, I said, don't let it affect you. Don't let it get to you. When it starts to get a little bad, I actually take her phone from her, and I just say, you know, like, just don't be on your phone for a while. Like, take a break. You know, don't be around that negativity, because that's not what we stand by, and that's not what we want to promote. So,
Scotty, I want to hear what you have to say, but before you dive in, let me throw this out there. What I tell my kids, and I want you to tell me if you think I'm doing it wrong. I really do. Here's what I really say, and I really mean every word of this. And people are going to giggle, but I hope there's some truth in it. What we do wrong, in my never so humble opinion, is we actually think that the other person is more valuable than us. I don't know who he is or she is on Facebook or on Twitter or in the comment section, or who dislikes the videos, but the assumption that they're right because they typed it down and we're wrong is stupid.
that's what you talk about in your slogan.
I deeply believe that we need to, I come from the position that I'm going to listen to your feedback if I think there's something to listen to. I want to get better. You know, like, so I'm going to get real boring here. Watch, I don't know how many people we got in chat, but they're all going to leave here in a minute. But at work, we do things called 360 surveys. And here's what I will tell you about 360 surveys. They're worthless. They're stupid. Throw them away. They're worth nothing.
Yeah.
They are absolutely created to create stress and emotionally based reactions and anxiety. I'll say it. And they don't work, first of all. Like, there was that great line in, oh my gosh, what's the Tom Hanks war movie? Super good movie.
Band of Brothers?
No, I love that though. Oh my gosh. No, where he's searching for Matt Damon, Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, I love that movie. And one of my favorite scenes in that is, I don't know which character is talking to the Tom Hanks character. They all complain to him. They're all complaining to him. And he's like, yeah. And they say, how come we never hear you complain? They said, well, he says, rightfully so, I complain up. I don't complain to you guys. And on the internet, on Facebook, on comments on YouTube, on Twitter, I think we think they're commenting down to us. I think if we could teach our youth, and this is really where I want to hear from you, Scotty, if we teach our youth that, not that you're right about everything, but that you're at least equal to, your voice doesn't get drowned out by them because they have an opinion. They're reacting to you. There should be some value in that. Scotty, I really want to hear from you on that. Am I nuts? It's okay if you tell me I'm way off or
No, no, actually that's pretty true, because we're all equal. We're all on the same level playing field. No one's better than anybody else. It
until
doesn't
they
matter.
prove that they're not as good because they're being a punk or a bully or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Like for me, like when there was a time on my main channel where like a bunch of people started putting like dislikes and negative comments, but it's like, you know what? I went on and I said, you know what? Bring it. Just bring it, because one, it's not only going to put better things in my algorithm, but you guys are giving me a view. So like, you're not doing me harm. You're doing me more good than harm. So it's like, it's like, when you have a toddler and they're crying for something, but if you just leave it, they're just going to just ignore it and walk off.
Yeah. What a good analogy.
Your slogan at the end of your dailies is what?
Oh, that I tell everybody at the end of my dailies is that, you know what, you're awesome, and don't let anybody tell you different. So nobody out there can tell you that you're not awesome, but you are. Everybody is. Everyone is awesome to their extent and their degrees, that nobody can shake that from anyone.
And I've seen that. I haven't seen them all. I'm not going to tell you I've seen them all, but I've seen quite a bit, especially when you first started. And if you're spreading positivity, I'm on your side. I don't care if you speak another language or you're my friend or why do we go so negative? Why does social media bring out the worst in us? Well, I do have an answer for that. I think it's impotence. I think people have no power in their life, and they think being a keyboard warrior makes them, I don't know what.
It's because they're sitting behind a screen. Nobody knows who they are, so they can have a completely different persona behind that screen to go out and troll people and bring them down, because it's either they've been brought down sometime in their life, or they're just straight bullies. Yeah, and they just want to get back at people. But
and every bully, like seriously, every single bully, in my never so humble opinion, comes from a place of they feel inferior, and they're proving it right. I mean, you can't make a bully feel good about him or herself because they know they're being a bully. If you're picking on a little kid in the bathroom in junior high, you're a punk. You're not surprised to learn it. You know it. You're doing it on purpose. You've got this problem. So for somebody who's fighting with anxiety, I love that you're bringing the positivity. I mean, I think you've already said it is, but because if so, it fits into my worldview that just when you're depressed, serve somebody else. When you're full of anxiety, serve somebody else. I mean, I think you're like me. You're luckily married, my friend. I think too. And so for me, I have someone to serve. I have 4 daughters and a wife that, get out of my own dang head and go do something good for somebody else. And you know what? I feel better. Is that where you're at?
Yeah, because like with me, I fight with my depression every day. And it's always a mental battle for me. And on top of that, I suffer adult ADHD, which really doesn't help on top of all of this, because my brain's going a million miles a second. All these thoughts are just running through my head, and trying to focus on that one thought, it's really hard. But on top of that, when my depression hits me and that's going on, it's a million different bad things going through my head and trying to focus on the good. And it'll tire me out. I will admit that every day that it mentally exhausts me, but I fight it every day with these quotes that I do, because I'm not going to sit there. I've seen videos. There's like these motivational videos that are 18, 12, 30 minutes long. No one's going to sit through that much in a day. Do 1 minute, one quick quote. Let that one small saying just seed in that person's head, and you'll know that they're going to have a good day. It helps me. It helps me keep myself in focus to just keep going through my day. And
I don't suffer from depression or anything like that, but I find his videos actually inspiring to me. I don't know what he posts every day. The quotes that he does is all him, So I find out when everybody else finds out. When it gets posted up there, I get up in the morning and I see that he has a new daily. I watch the daily, and sometimes it pertains to something that I needed to hear for that day, and other times it doesn't. But I know that it's inspiring for somebody else and that it may help somebody else. Yeah. And we've seen that people actually comment and tell him, like, I needed to hear that today.
I love that. So, well, I mean, spread positivity. Let me say hi to people in chat. So Timothy, peer reviews. I can't tell. Angela, you're the best. Thank you. Timothy, you're more than equal. Hey, Pirate or Prince Charming.
Thank you.
Welcome in. One of my favorite channels in the house. So glad you're here. Yeah, let it go. Thank you, Painting.
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, he's got a great channel. Christy, yes, Christy, I know you are, but that's all right. I love you anyway.
And I see somebody had asked about my ears. They're boysenberry pie ears, because we went to the boysenberry festival at Knott's Berry Farm. So
you guys will allow me to change subjects drastically. Miguel, I am sorry. I am yakking up a storm. I will shut up at some point. My grandma loved Knott's Berry Farm so much. We lived in that area. And actually, I think it might have been your... No, was it? Am I thinking it's Deb because Deb just got in? Deb, did you just go to Knott's Berry Farm? I'm having a brain confusion right now.
He went with us, yeah.
There you go, it was. Okay. I got so confused. I thought, why do I think that? Because I just saw him in chat. That's so funny. So it was Deb's video. He went to Knott's Berry Farm, and I made my wife watch it. I sent it to my mommy because my mommy's mommy, my grandma, she's not with us anymore, loved their everything. Loved their chicken, loved their pies. And
wow.
You're wearing like my grandma's ears. That is so awesome.
I'll have to send your grandma some ears because I made those.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
But
well, she's with us in spirit.
Thank you. Was it as much fun as it looked?
Oh, it was absolutely fun. We love Knott's Berry Farm. We actually have an annual pass and we go a lot. And the Boysenberry Festival is a highlight for us. So we love going to the Boysenberry Festival. And Deb had never been to Knott's Berry Farm. And we kept trying to get him to go for the longest time. And he finally caved and said, yes, I'll go. And so we went, and it was an amazing time. He had a blast. He's like, I need to come more often.
This is no joke. That video I sent to mommy, I sent to a few other people, but I sent to mommy, I sent to wifey, and I said, because we live in Texas, I said, we're going out there next year. And I'm not saying but I think we will. I want to do that so bad, and I'll probably be a mess because I love my grandma and she's gone. But that looks.
But you know what? It's an absolute treat for us, and we absolutely love it. We know a lot of history about Walter Knott and how he started Knott's Berry Farm, and we actually are in the works. We're in the process right now of doing a history of Knott's Berry Farm, and because his actual house is literally 2 blocks from us, so from where we live. So we're gonna do a whole history, show his house and all of that. So
we're gonna have to actually start all the way in San Bernardino for this video. Because him and his
still working on it.
Because him and his uncle actually owned Calico Ghost Town.
Yes.
Nice. Wow. Okay. So I love Calico. You want to hear what a nerd I am? On our wedding anniversary, we spent one day of the 2 weeks in Calico. That's how much I love Calico.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. So apparently, like, him and his uncle owned Calico. Walter Knott created the minecart ride there at Calico.
Nice.
And then after he opened up Knott's, he gave the deed to the county of San Bernardino. That's why it's now a national park.
That's so
that's
cool.
Like the short little history of it.
But before he gave it to them, he took a couple of houses and some buildings that were there in Calico and moved them to Knott's Berry Farm.
Yes.
Borax, right? Is it Borax?
Yeah. Yep.
That's so crazy. I love it. Who else is in the house here? The Mickey Bunch is in the house. Welcome in. Yeah, I really did love that. Miguel.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Did I miss anybody? I probably missed people. If you guys are in chat and I missed you, please know I love you and I appreciate you being here. Gonzo, I have been yakking. Have you been to Knott's Berry Farm, my friend?
No, I'm here. I'm good. And going back to what we talked about earlier, you and the Kilt Guy, is I know them, I think, almost over a year already.
Over a year.
I started looking at YouTube channels and stuff like that. I saw them live. Yeah, almost 2, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And I think what he does is great, especially at this time. The world, there's a lot of hate.
Oh man, yeah.
And there's a lot of depression and a lot of youth, a lot of kids going through that, and they don't get the correct attention, the correct help. And I think Scott is putting his little being there for calling something to help the community, to help people that he can reach through his YouTube channel. And I know Scotty and Nikki in person, they're great, Will family, and he means it. I mean, he's there to help you guys.
I love it.
So, and the door is always open. It's always open. So I have issues, I have questions, I talk to them, and I know that we'll do it for everybody else. So they're great people, and I think they're doing the correct thing. And congratulations, you guys, again, because you're doing an awesome job with that. So I appreciate it.
Thank you, Gonzo. We love you.
Thank you so much.
Adult TV in the house saying Kilt Guy.
I miss him so much.
So I love it. It makes me happy to hear all that. I love it very much. But I think I knew Death Star Diva first. I'm pretty sure I did. I wouldn't swear to that. And I'll be honest with you, it was the name. Like, I mean, Death Star Diva. Like,
well, I can't take credit for it all. My daughter's the one that picked my name for me because she said, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I was actually born in 77, so the year Star Wars came out.
And Space Mountain.
And Space Mountain, yeah. So, you know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I've got tons of Star Wars memorabilia and collectibles, and Princess Leia is my number one princess. And so she said, you know, Death Star, I'm, you know, all about it. And then the diva part, obviously, I was a former plus size model. So I did a lot of modeling and photography. And so I'm a bit of a diva. So yeah, that's where it came in.
I'm a bit of a diva. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember the moment that I saw the name, but I know at the moment I saw the name, I thought, I'll follow it.
There's been so many people that are like, I want to steal that name.
Yeah, nope.
I'd be like, I wish you would try.
Those are actually boysenberry pie. Did I get that right?
Yeah, they're boysenberry pies. Here, let me take them off so you can see them.
They're awesome. You have to say something. Oh, show it again, but say something so the camera gets you.
Oh, okay. So these are the boysenberry ears.
There you go.
And it's got the little ribbons and flowers on it. It's really cute. And me and my daughter handmade them.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Nice. So there's something too. So many, what do they call those benefits that are extra ancillary benefits, whatever, extra benefits on being on YouTube. I'm meeting all these people who make these great ears, which is awesome and horrible because I have 4 daughters and a wife and they take my money. It's good stuff. I love it.
I'm totally right there with you. Don't even worry.
We're moving in. I've said this a few times. I think I said it on this stream. We're moving into a new house. And so, of course, my daughters and my wife start off with the closets because that's what they do. And she honestly has a whole row. And the house is totally empty, basically, except for her closet has a whole row of Disney ears. And I kind of love it.
That is so cool.
You know
I try to keep mine to a minimum. A lot of times when I make ears, I end up giving them away to people. So I'm a huge giver. I'm all about giving back and things like that. And I think that's the reason why we mesh so well is that, you know, he allows me to be the giving person that I like to be. And at the same time, you know, I allow him to be the person that he is. So it's just, to me, it's a perfect match. But yeah, I usually make my ears and end up giving them away to people.
That compensates for your popcorn bucket collection, though. Yeah,
I have a huge popcorn bucket collection.
Yes.
Now, if you start making those, you'll make a ton because I think
I for my birthday just passed this month, and Scotty got me a Steamboat Willie popcorn bucket. And he got it from Tokyo, Japan. So one of the things that I wanted to do was take the whistle off of the top of the Steamboat Willie popcorn bucket and put a chip in it where it plays the song instead.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I paid good money for that. And you're gonna,
It's right there.
yeah, I paid good money. And you're gonna break it.
No, I just want to make it better and improve it. That's all.
Yeah. So if no one's ever seen the Steamboat Willie popcorn bucket from Japan,
Yeah,
I love it.
this was my birthday gift.
Wow.
And see, it's got the little whistle at top, but it just squeaks. So I want to put the song in there, so it's even better.
That is really cool. That might need to come to my house for sure. So Gonzo and I were doing a little secret Instagramming right now. We may have a little surprise from Gonzo and somebody else, so we'll see if that happens.
Nice.
But that is so cool. To ask this question of guests, I think you just led us there. What else do you guys collect? I think you clearly you have the disease that I have. You must have more stuff.
Okay, the funny thing is we don't collect a lot of Disney stuff. We only collect like certain Disney things that we really like, but I think a majority of our collection is Funko Pops. I have like the lightsabers from the theme parks. I have the
Those are actually our night lights. They're above our bed, and so we light them at night before we go to sleep. So the lightsabers light up our room.
I think one of the prides of my collection is my Tron identity discs that I got from Tron Legacy. I got all 3 colors. Yeah, those are really hard to find for a while, and now they're hanging on the wall. I have like 3 sonic screwdrivers because I'm a Doctor Who fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch of, it's like an eclectic stuff, but every time I get something new, this one argues with me saying, where are we going to put this?
Well, because our room is literally starting to turn into a toy store. We had people come over and they look in our room and they literally will spend an hour in our bedroom just looking around at all the stuff that we have, and they're just overwhelmed with the amount of collectibles and things that we have in there. And I'm just like, when is it going to stop? When is it going to end?
I got news for you. It's not.
No.
I've kind of given up on him with the whole, he's going to keep collecting this stuff. We're just going to have to buy a house for me and then a house for him and his collectibles.
What I heard is he won.
Wow.
Dad!
Hi, Dad!
Who is
Oh
that?
my goodness!
brother?
Hello, surprise!
Oh my god.
Thank you guys for having me. I thought this would be a good surprise. I didn't know.
Oh my gosh! I'm almost crying.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on.
Hello,
I need another
guys.
beer. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, I miss you.
I miss you.
Oh
Happy
my
Friday.
gosh.
That was a great response. They didn't act like that when I came on. What the heck?
Well, me and Dev have a certain relationship. I'm his big sister, so.
Nice.
That is true.
You were just at Knott's Berry Farm, which did confuse me because I thought you were in Florida, and then I thought, okay, I'm just wrong. We were having that discussion. I don't know when you popped in the chat, but I saw you say you had a good time at Knott's Berry Farm. Tell us about that.
Well, yeah, I was in Knott's Berry Farm, and it truly was like surprise time of my life. The food was great, the rides were great, and the atmosphere is just a lot more chill than what we're used to at Disney. So it was really fun, and got to hang out with Nikki and Scotty and some more friends. So it was a good time.
I love it. And I'll say it right now. I love you. I mean, I know I've told you, but here you are, so I can tell you live. I love your positivity, your love for what you're doing comes through. So that's what attracted me to your channel. So I'm super glad you're here. Gonzo, you know everybody, buddy. How do you know everybody?
Well, like I said, man, we're family. Family sticks together. That's the answer I can give you.
That's great. So
Yeah.
now I've got you, Dev, and I've got all these things in my head, but there's one thing standing out. I had so much fun, like laughing out loud, not LOL, actual laughing out loud when you, for the first time, put your camera under the water. And I had anxiety. I had anxiety for you. Like,
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
cool. Tell me about that.
So, live streaming is a big thing nowadays, and a lot of people do live stream. So I figured, what can I do that is different from what most people are doing? Nobody has ever been to a Disney water park before, but I don't have just a GoPro that you can live stream off of. It's a lot to. I don't know how to use the GoPro basically. So I was like, what else is waterproof that I can bring? My phone is waterproof, Never even put my phone under the water. So let me bring it to a water park and just see on live.
Yeah, right now. Like, is your phone okay? Did you have to buy another one? Like,
So I used the iPhone X. Everything worked great, but when I live stream from the front camera, it messes up. So the phone made it out alive, but it has some few bumps and bruises.
so we need to help him out. We need to have like a GoFundMe for a new phone or something.
Something.
We just
or a
need to get him a
GoPro.
waterproof GoPro.
Yeah,
No,
just
no,
get a
we can send him a
GoPro.
GoFundMe to get him a bag of rice.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Yeah, it works. The rice works. Trust
Oh,
me,
he's
it works.
somebody
Little
knows.
rice, it works.
I'm gonna have to try that. That's good.
Not putting your phone under water, I heard works. I'm just throwing that out
Well,
there.
no,
Well-
my grandmother actually, she dropped her phone in water, and she read that if you put your phone in rubbing alcohol, that it will fix your phone. And she did it, and I was literally freaking out. I was like, Grandma, don't do that. You're gonna ruin your phone. But in all actuality, if you think about it, rubbing alcohol dries faster, and it's a acting agent against water. So it actually pushed all the water out of her phone and dried out her phone, and her phone works perfect. So
I
go
love.
figure.
I don't know what this is, whatever this new thing is that we do, but I learned so much stuff. Like, I hope I never need to know that. If I do,
Our vlogs, our live streams, it's so funny. Everybody says that it's a bunch of useless nonsense.
so I said, what do you guys do? You just laugh the whole time. I'm like, yeah, it's the best part of life. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
Well,
You
I
gotta
got
live life.
all kinds of people to ask this question. So I'm just going to ask a question and see who wants to answer it. Why Disney YouTubing? And it could be for any of you because you all do it. Or maybe it could be for all of you.
Do you guys want to start, or do you want me to? That's
Go ahead,
good
you
question.
start.
Yeah.
That's
You're the
Go
one
ahead.
with
You start. Go
17,000
ahead, go ahead.
subscribers. Be my guest.
That's a hard question. You know, when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was going to film. Just moving to Florida, work at Disney, and I wanted to film it, not just put it on the internet, but just to, remember, see in 10 years, show my future kids, what I got to do before. And, when you film something at Disney, it's kind of like a cheat code in my say, because you're going to get somewhat of views compared to going to SeaWorld, going to Universal, doing a home vlog, going to the nearest random restaurant down the street. Do anything Disney, you're going to get views no matter what you do. You can walk around in circles and people will watch it. That's Disney.
I have watched people eat a hot dog at Disney, so I guess
I mean, people watch me do it for 3 hours on
There you go.
Saturday. It's crazy. I love it. But why I do it is just because, one, people I got to meet. I got to meet all three of you from the YouTube Disney community. But not only that, Disney is just something I'm very passionate about and happy about. And, I think I just found my niche recently for doing informational videos. That's my niche. Kilt Guy does amazing food reviews. Gonzo, he can just take the camera wherever he's finally showing his face. It's going to be hilarious. Same with you, Dole. I mean, my God, I was, binging you the other day, and you have some really great videos. I mean, one video hit like 92K. That is amazing.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
just, Disney's always growing, and it excites me. Kind of like how Avengers Endgame, waiting 11 years, and we finally get to see it all come together.
Right.
And 2 years, Magic Kingdom's 50th anniversary. We're going to finally get to see it all come together, from when I was a kid, from when you guys were younger. So I think that's why I do it. Passionate, I love, and I get to meet, good people.
Yeah.
That is my favorite part about it. I want to hear from you guys, but that's my favorite part about meeting. Like I say it, and that's one of the things I like about the live streams. Like your friends. Like I actually have had the conversation. They're not YouTube friends. They're friends. Sorry, people that I don't know from YouTube, but you're taking them back because you guys are my people.
Right.
Anyway, what about you guys? Death Star Diva, Kilt Guy, Gonzo. Who wants to go next? Why Disney?
Well, for me, I know that I wanted to do like my personal channel. It's just Death Star Diva. I do a lot of random things on there. I actually started out doing video games. I was a video game reviewer. So a lot of my video games are on their channel. But I want to start branching out and doing like amusement parks, Disney and stuff like that from a plus size perspective, because I am a plus size girl and I'm proud of it. And I want to show them like what it's like to be plus size in Disney. Are you going to be able to fit on the rides? Are you going to be able to navigate? What's the best course of action whenever you're out in Disney? Best shoes that you need to have, because comfortability is everything. So I want to start doing that a little bit more and just kind of show them that aspect. I have a huge following on Facebook and Instagram of a lot of plus size people that love to go to Disneyland, and they're always asking me, like, you know, what shoes should I wear? Where, you know, what should how should I dress? You know, that kind of thing. So I want to start making my channel more about that. So that's the reason why I'm
more of a 3X than a 2X. So don't go just, you know, stay gender neutral, because I may need some help.
Well, I call it poo friendly.
I love it. I love it. Let's go to
Gonzo, what's up, y'all?
Let's see. When I started my channel, I wanted to do the theme parks like Disney, and mostly Disney in the very beginning. But when I was doing the videos, I realized like I wasn't really getting the views. I wasn't getting the subscribers. And then that's when this one hooked me up with Devin. And when we first met, and it was just awesome. We hit it off automatically, like we were just brothers from another mother. Instantly, it was just, I don't know how that happened, but it did. And that was like the best thing in my life at that point, because I had no friends. He was like literally like the first friend I really got that was genuine.
Yeah. And now they're besties.
Yeah,
we are.
I mean, he was the best man at my wedding.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Way.
Yeah.
Feels so good.
But yeah, like over the course of me doing my videos, and then Devin, you know, being there when I do my videos, that's when he suggested, because I would tell him like, you know, try this food, you know, and I would give him the descriptions like, dude, why don't you just do food review videos? And that kind of hit me. I'm like, you know, you're right. Like I love food. I'm a fat kid in a, you know, this big body of mine. And
whatever.
And so like, that's where I found my niche, was to do food. But not only I do food, like I'll do theme parks once in a while, because to me the theme parks are saturated with YouTubers. I'm not hating the YouTubers. It's just there's a lot of them out there. I mean, all of our good buddies do the theme parks. Yeah. You know, Yaya Chronicles, Midlife Vibes. You know, they all do the theme parks. I'm doing the places that are unique to here in Southern California. Like when Devin, I took him to Philippe's for the first time.
You did. It was delicious.
Yeah, see? Like I'm doing all like the little mom and pop, hole in the wall, off the beaten path kind of places where you would never think of going, but you want to go just to eat the food.
The best food is those kind of places, almost always, right? Almost always.
And it was funny too, because we were looking back at our channel from the beginning, and we were noticing, even if we're doing Disney vlogs and Knott's Berry Farm vlogs, every single episode has food in it. So it's like a given. I mean, we're a food channel. Like, we're always trying out food, even if we don't really mean to do it. When we're in Vegas, it was food. And like, so every single episode has some kind of food element in it.
So now that I'm focusing more on the food aspect, but finding these small little places that are so unique, that what makes Southern California, I think that's the niche that I found that people are really enjoying, because it's something you're not going to get on the East Coast. You have to come here to that one location just to eat that food. Yeah,
where else can you get Indian food at a gas station?
Yeah, that's going to be a next video.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
And the fruit on the side of the
the street food.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if they have it in Texas, but like, you know, over here we have, you know, the little fruit stands on the corners and everything.
De elote.
I'm from San Diego, and we lived it's been almost 8 years, 9 years, whatever, in Texas. And our biggest complaint about not living in California is the fruit. And I didn't even think I liked fruit until I moved away from California.
When Devin comes over here, one of the first things, we have to go find it for him.
Yeah.
Because it's unique to us.
I'm sorry, buddy. Go ahead. Say that again.
I don't know. I was going to say, like, that kind of stuff is unique for us here. So, you know, everyone else who watches it probably thinks like, oh my God, that's like a whole different world.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Somebody in chat asked for Dev's channel right there. I'm not just saying it because he's here. I would say it if he's not here. One of the best channels on YouTube if you like Disney.
Yeah, definitely.
Check it out. There it is.
Thank you, Dole, Dad.
Oh, I mean every word of it. And I only put the Kilt Guy. I didn't put Death Star Diva in there. I'll fix that. But in the description of the video, you can get that video, and Gonzo's in there too. Gonzo, I know the answer, but for our guest,
I was going to comment for Timothy. He sees again
from a Miami perspective, what made you do it? Just because that's the topic we've got going on. What say you, my friend?
Yeah, I mean, just a love of Disney, and just to have like some type of record or or things that I've done in my travels, and I think it's great to blog and have that for my family for the future, like Deb says, and just have it there and enjoy it. I mean, and one thing I have to say, thanks to Deb, which is here now, he's one of the main guys that helped me out at the beginning when I had only had like 100. Thanks to him, he told me, "Come on, dude, I gotta get you. Let's go to my channel. Let's do this. Let's do that together." So thanks to him, I'm almost in 1,000 subscribers. So, and of course, all the support of the community. Like yourself, Jeff, Nikki, and the Kilt Guy, also Florida Freaks that it was with us last week. So the love for Disney, the passion for Disney, and it's a big community, and I love it. I love it because I know, again, we're not just friends, we're family. And I know when I have an issue or something, I can call Deb, I can call any of the guys, and you guys are going to be there. So that helps me more and to get more blogs in. But the White Disney is just the passion since I was a kid. So yeah, that's my main reason.
There is something about the Disney family that doesn't seem, it stands out. The friendliness of it, like as long as you stay off of Twitter, the friendliness of it seems pretty real to me. I love it.
You are right about that. Twitter is dangerous.
If you can't tell, I really don't like Twitter. But well, that's awesome. So, can I ask you, Deb, why the live streaming? Because I think I love it, and I'll just
look at that face. What do you do live streaming? Look at that face. What do you do live streaming? Right, man, I got so many stories. One day we're gonna talk about those stories.
I'm just giving Deb love. It's not the face that I'm jealous of; it's the voice, man. I love that voice.
And he's got such a charming quality that he literally has stalkers that follow him around during his live streams.
That goes to what I was going to ask. So that thank you for saying that. So I love that you guys live stream. All the live streamers I watch them all that I know of, because it gives me my fix. I'll be honest with you. I'm not addicted to something that's going to kill me, but if Disney became bad for me, I'd be in a lot of trouble. But it is definitely you're sharing it as much as enjoying it. Maybe you're sharing it more than enjoying it. I love to hear about that side of it, if you don't mind.
Wow. Yeah, definitely. It's a great question. There's lots of answers. So why live streaming?
I mean, does it ruin your joy? Does it take away from it? I'm guessing it might, but I hope I'm wrong.
It does, and I've slowed down quite a bit. Live streaming is really hard, and a lot of people don't understand how hard it is. I'm not even a big live streamer. I do it once a week, maybe twice. There's guys doing it almost every day. It takes a toll out of you. When you walk through the park, you're looking through your phone the entire time. You don't know your surroundings, and a lot of the times, I was with the girl I'm dating, and this kind of made me open my eyes a little bit. She loves coming to the parks with me. She loves coming to do live streams and videos with me. But I was doing a live stream, and it was during Ohana breakfast, and I was on this. It was a beautiful day. We're having a beautiful breakfast. I was with a beautiful woman, and we're just enjoying. But I was so focused on live streaming. She got upset, and it kind of opened my eyes, because people do these live streams, people do these vlogs for all kinds of many different reasons. A lot of people are doing it for the money, doing it for the easy paycheck. I mean, I'm kind of guilty for that, because I do make somewhat of a income from YouTube, and I'm very honored I'm able to do that. Nothing crazy. It's not paying all my bills, but it becomes addictive, and people are like leeches. And there's so many live streamers and bloggers who do it for the wrong reasons. I do it because why I started the vlogs. my family. My family is in Oklahoma. They don't get to come to Florida all the time. They don't really have social media. So how can I make them feel like I'm with them and they're with me? That's one, the power of vlogs, but two, the power of live streaming a video from inside Disney. And like you said, that gets you your Disney fix. That gets thousands of people's fix, and that's why they tune in week after week after week, because they're on this journey with you. They're at Disney. It's like they're walking right beside you. And that is addicting to me, and that makes me feel really happy. I'm able to help so many people out. And even if I had 5 people watching my live stream, if I have 1,000, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do exactly what I'm doing. Because one, I'm happy. I'm making you guys happy. But you have to know when to stop. And I don't know that. I'm learning it. But it's a hard thing to learn, is when to and to not to film.
Well, and you're part of the group that's writing the book on it, my friend. I mean, it's not like it's been going for 20 years. So
right.
I got bad news for you. You got to make all the mistakes and learn from yourself, because there's nobody to ask, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're absolutely right. You know, the game is changing. There's like Scotty was saying, so many people are doing it now. So many, and I'm so happy people are doing it. I'm so happy people want to be creators. People want to be storytellers and, you know, influencers. But a lot of people try to do one thing and copy this person. But, you know, there's so many different ways you can be an individual on YouTube. You know, you just got to figure it out. You know, I've been doing it 3 years next month, and I am just now finding out what I'm good at.
I love that answer. And let me ask basically a follow-up to it. What about being, and I know what you're going to want to say, but I bet it's hard to be as nice as you are and to love some of the people, I'm sure, but get like when you said I'm with my girl and we're having dinner. And I hear what you're saying. You said you were concentrating on the live stream. Here's what I was thinking. I work with the public.
Right.
And I work with youth and I work with the public. There's more parents know me and my face than I know.
Yeah.
So I do not live in the town where I work on purpose. You're going to have to move to Antarctica. So I bet, I mean, if I can be honest, I bet that is a huge, I bet it's an honor, but I bet it's a but too. Am I right?
Yes and no. It's really cool meeting people, you know, especially from all over the world. And it's crazy. But, you know, if I'm with a friend who doesn't want to be on TV or not TV, but just on social media, or, you know, if I'm on a date or with my family, or, you know, there's been times I've been with my boss at Disney and I've gotten stopped. And for me, it don't bother me. I will take 10 minutes. I'll take 30 minutes with you, but only because the viewers are the people who make me want to do it even more. So I'm going to try to give you as much time as I can. Now, with that being said, some people just don't know when to stop. You know, there'd be times I'm doing a live stream and I have to keep going. I can't just stop for 5 or 30 minutes. I have to
edit it out. It's a live stream.
right. And people don't care. You know, people. We're all kind of looked upon as some sort of a celebrity at Disney. Only at Disney. Yeah. And it's frustrating at times, but I'm to the point where it really don't bother me anymore. But there's been plenty of moments. You know, I've gotten stalkers. I've had one person show up at my old apartment on the front door knocking at it. Seriously. I don't know how they got my address, but it happened. It's scary. I had to get the police involved. I couldn't sleep. You know, it was so scary. But then, you know, there's people who really just want to say hi and give you a hug and say thank you. And I love that. But it gets hard.
I really appreciate
it. You know, you have like the 10 people who dislike your video, or that one negative comment. All the comments that you get, that one comment will stick with you, and that can mess you up. So you can't look at the comments. You can't care how many people like or dislike a video, because like I think Scotty said this earlier when I was watching, you're just helping us out. You know, that dislike, you're putting money in my pocket. You're building my channel. So go ahead and dislike the video. I mean, I think people think disliking a video is you know, telling YouTube not to put out your videos or something.
And it's not, that because they're as smart as they're pretending to be. It just puts the algorithm less likely to put the video on their channel. Thank you. You're a punk. We don't want you.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I try to tell people. You know, you can't let that one comment or those 5 or 10 dislikes ruin it, because everybody on this feed right now makes amazing YouTube videos. We all do different things, but at the end of the day, it's enjoyable. You know, I'm not going to watch a video that I'm going to get bored in. I've watched all your guys' videos. I watch many people on YouTube, and you know, like I said, I love talking with creators, and each and every one of you guys are creators. You guys are creating your own thing, and that's what people are having a hard time finding right now.
Yeah. Well, that's why, I mean, I deeply agree with what you said. That's why I have a passionate love for YouTube. I love some big guys that lots of people have heard of. I love channels that hardly anybody in here has heard of. You know, I'm one of those guys who's cutting the cord. I watch the news. I watch a lot of sports, but boy, TV, you are losing to these people on this feed, and so many others, and it's only going to get better or worse depending on where you work, I suppose. But I'm a big proponent of the no small creator Cody Wanner thing. I don't know if you guys know that, but if you create something, a live stream, a video, a picture on your mommy's fridge, you're adding to the world, you're making it better. And I love that. I've never in my life thought I was creative until I started paying attention to other people, you know. And so those of you guys create more, do more.
Yeah, and you never know like who's watching your channel or who's watching you be a creator, because we were completely shocked and like in awe when you were just mentioning Cody R. Wanner. He actually commented on one of Scotty's daily vlogs about his daily motivations, and he's like, I love it, you know, like keep going. And we literally like freaked out because we're just like, oh my god, he actually watched our channel. Like it was amazing. So you never know who's gonna watch.
Yeah, that makes my day.
Only takes that one person to see it can change everything.
And why did Cody blow up? Because he was doing good stuff, but Peter McKinnon had coffee with him, and boom. So you're so right. And you know what? Like when I talk to my kids, I don't know if you were here for the part where I work with kiddos, and I actually doesn't matter. And one of the things that I want them to know is what you just said. It only takes one, and you might be the one that's giving somebody else a push. Or they might be giving you a push. Sometimes you're doing it when you don't know you're doing it, but we all have, boy, I sound like I'm preaching or something. I apologize, but we all have so much to give. And I actually think the worst thing you can do is not share your you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what
and the thing is too is that, you know, I mean, all of us are Disney vloggers. Each one of us are, and there's many more of us. There's thousands of us. And the thing I like about it is the diversity of each vlogger, and their unique personality is what makes their channel who they are. So just because they're vlogging, they may be vlogging the same thing. There might be 100 people vlogging Galaxy's Edge when it comes out, but you're gonna see their perspective. You're gonna see from their eyes what they see or what they find interesting versus the next person. So I like to see the variety and the diversity in our community.
Well, and that's the thing. So look at our panel here. You know, so Deb, you said it. There's a whole bunch of people live streaming, and on occasion, there's 2 or 3 at one time, and I can pick who I want. Guess who I'm picking? The most engaging person, the person that I connect with, the person that, like, if you're just sitting there boring me to death, you're not going to get me. Like, in the end, it's you or me, and I love that. That's absolutely that's the right way to. I don't want to say keep score, but grow a community. Let's put it that way. Grow a community. That's a better way of saying that. I mean, yeah. Why do I like Miguel? Why do I like, you know, every channel that's here? Just go down the list. It's not. It's I liked you before you knew who I was. I liked you before I knew who you were. Like you give a little bit of yourself. You go underwater with your phone. You talk to the guy on the side. You tell people, hey, I'm having a bad day and I want to help you have a better day. You know, all the things that you guys do, it's awesome.
I think another issue is, you know, we're small YouTubers. I'm a very small YouTuber. And like you said, YouTube is so full of vloggers and people doing things on the same things we're doing. So when people go to Google or people go to YouTube or Bing, they search in, you know, Walt Disney World vlogger, we're not the first ones to pop up. Yeah. We're not. We have it hard. So what we have to do is you know, when people clicks on that video from a recommended channel, or even will go down and see all the YouTubers, when they click on your video, your personality is what's going to keep them to stay, to subscribe, like, watch that next video, keep watching that live stream. And, you know, back to that thing, it only takes one person, or it takes 5 people, or one video to go viral, or one video to do really well, better than your last video or any video. And we just got to keep working. You know, us small YouTubers are working harder than these, you know, bigger YouTubers, because they got it easy now. We're the ones doing all the work. And people realize that, and people are going to realize that, and it just takes time. And I think we all have something to offer.
We all can go to Walmart. We probably all do go to Walmart, but we all can go to those other shops too, where we know the mom of the person who works there. I mean, there's a place for both of them. And I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm saying I'm glad they're both there. Like, I love Peter McKinnon. I love Casey Neistat. I know they're millionaires because of YouTube. It doesn't make me mad. That makes me encouraged. I'm not saying I'm going to become some viral sensation.
Yeah, because we want that life. You know, we want to make YouTube videos to, you know, put food on our table and a roof over our head for our family. That's the easiest life.
And you know, here's the thing. I can do math.
Yeah.
My phone has the calculator. I can go on Social Blade and see what somebody else's algorithm thinks happen. It's all good news, my friends. Here's what you need to do. Be you and share it. How hard is that? Be you and share it. I believe that deeply. And that's what I try to tell my kids. I had the class today, so it's really on my mind. But whether it's, you know, somebody like the Kilt Guy's new channel, you're going to get so many people who value that content.
Yeah.
That the only way you don't blow up is if you stop. And that's kind of the truth about everything, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way I see it is, it's going to be that one quote, that one thing that I say that's going to just take off on the channel. I'm not like working hard to get it. I'm just putting out what I want to put out. Yeah. I'm not striving for like the success of the channel, you know, get them thousands and thousands of followers. I'm doing it for myself and for people that really need it the most.
Yeah, we've kind of come to terms to the fact that we're not going to be these huge YouTubers that make millions of dollars on YouTube. We already come to the conclusion that that's not going to happen. We are just loving the fact that we're able to do this. And I am so grateful for our channel and the fact that it's changed him as a person. You guys never got to see him before. And if you did, my friends will tell you, they were amazed and shocked that he actually went up to them and gave them a hug and said hi and talked to them, because he never did that before. He was, when I say he's an introvert, he was an introvert. Like, he didn't speak to somebody until you were in the room with him for at least a half an hour, and then he'd open his mouth and say something. So to see this person that you see here is completely different from the person that you would have seen 3 years ago.
Like, if you watch my channel, watch the very first video.
Oh gosh.
Like, no joke.
Are we gonna subject them to that?
I'll probably lose subscribers. I get this. I'm sorry. Watch my very first video. It was at DCA during it was Halloween time.
Yeah.
Just watch it. And then watch the latest video we have from the Boysenberry Festival now.
Yeah. You'll see
the difference in both of those. It's like completely night and day. Like, I was so stressed, anxiety. I was going through so many emotions on that very first video that it looked like my head was gonna pop. And the one you see now, I'm very relaxed. I say what I want. I talk straight to the camera. I don't care if there's 100 people around me looking at me like I am the most craziest person on the planet. I am.
First of all, crazy is underrated. And second of all, I want to know, are you happier? Like, are you happier?
Very.
There you go then.
And I can see that too, Scotty.
Yeah.
I see it in each video every day, how much happier. Like, I love the dailies, because last week you looked like, you know, you weren't having a good week, and then this week, I'm so ready for the weekend. We've almost
right.
I feel it, and I love it, and I'm glad you're doing those.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I love it.
And like, the biggest thing for like us when I started this channel is that we were doing it as a couple. And I told her one thing that like reassures the channel that we have. If this channel interferes with our relationship, it's done. I mean, I know that I'm going to lose followers. I know the followers are going to be like, oh my God, what happened? But if it's going to affect a relationship, the channel's not worth it. I'm talking about like the main channel, because that's where like she's on it the most. There's been times we've had arguments where, you know, she didn't want to be on it and I wanted her there. The reason why I wanted her there was for more of like the security and the support of it. But like we've talked through it. She understands that. We come to an understanding. We're on mutual grounds with it. But I've explained to her that if our relationship is affected by this channel, the channel goes, because family is first. I mean, all my subscribers are my family. I get it, and it's gonna hurt. But she's the one that's nearest and dearest to me.
Oh,
and that just goes to a point that Dev was talking about, where, you know, he was talking about like having
a person
that, you know, he was with, and his girlfriend, and, you know, having that whole like deciding whether or not to vlog or live stream and not to, and finding that balance. And that's something that we've had to learn how to do. So like when our anniversary comes up, we don't vlog it.
No
we
vlog.
Don't put it out there. You know, we could vlog our whole anniversary and where we're going, and we just chose not to, because that was something personal to us and that we didn't want to show everybody else. But we made a conscious decision that we do have a family. We've built a family in a small community with our followers, and we know them all by name. We know where they live. We know how many kids they have, and that kind of thing.
Their kids are subscribed to us.
Yeah, our followers are literally part of our family. We call it the Kilt Guy clan. They're part of our immediate family, and we wanted them to be part of our wedding. So we made a conscious decision to live stream our wedding, and we did that because we wanted to share that with our family, because we felt like if they couldn't be there in person, they can at least be there and see, you know, what we got to experience and stuff like that. So there are times that we have to pick and choose our battles, kind of thing, and we have to choose what we want people to see and what we don't want people to see.
Sure, that makes sense.
And with that, it puts a really good balance in our life on our channel, and it's never been any better. Like I don't understand how there's couples out there that have problems and break up because of their channel, where they can actually, the only problem that I think that they may have gone through is they didn't sit and talk and say, okay, let's do this for the channel, but let's keep this out.
That's it.
Yeah, it's definite communication and discussion. Like that communication is number one paramount key. If it starts to affect our relationship in any way, we have to take a step back and say, you know, well, wait a minute, let's focus on us, and then move on from there.
Well,
but,
I mean, the channel, just like anything else in your life, is supposed to enhance your lives, your relationships.
Absolutely, yeah. And we want this to be a fun experience. We want this to be something great for our family. I mean, I look back at our vlogs, and I look at the experience that we have. We have documented experiences that we've had with our family, and to me, it's just kind of like a timeline, like on YouTube, and I absolutely love that aspect. But real quick, hi Vicky.
Scotty said that earlier. Maybe it was Dev. I started my channel for the same reason. That I don't remember which one of you two said that. Just to document stuff, just to show. Like, I'll be honest with you, my kid was having a kid, and I thought, oh, you know, I hope I'm here for 80 years, but you never know. And I want him or her. It's a him, but him or her, a day or whatever it turns out to be, to know. Like I loved my grandma and my grandpa, but you know what? I didn't know them yet at my age. Like when I met them, they were in their 60s. I never knew 49-year-old grandpa or 49-year-old grandma, and I would like to. Like, I'm not saying this is my gift to my kids, because APM DB, because that just sounds weird to say. But that said, I'm a family. I love my family. I'm the luckiest guy in the world, and I want to have more of that, and I want them to have more of that, and I want to have more family and more friends. And I feel like I'm very emotionally weird tonight. So, sorry about that, but I love what you guys got going on. I love everybody in this chat. I know people different on different levels, but the positivity oozes. And if I could dive in right now, what's your goals? Like, you guys have talked about the what and the why. I mean, this goes for all four of you here. I'd love to know what your original goal was, if you want to share that, but more importantly to me, where you see yourself going with this and why. And I don't care what order, who wants to go first.
Go ahead, Gonzo. You've been quiet.
Yeah, right.
It's your turn, Gonzo.
I don't know, that's fine. My goal again is just to have something for my kids, for my grandkids, and have it there. That was my main goal. Now it's just to have fun with it, And in the meantime, I'm all about friendship and family, and it's great, the community. But for the future, yeah, it's just to be around people that be around Disney family, and just have fun with it, because life is too short. We're here today at 11 o'clock my time. We never know what's going to happen tomorrow morning. So we got to enjoy life the best ways ever.
I love that. What a good attitude. Who wants to go next?
I think for us, with the main channel, I think it's still a therapy session for me, because every video I make is a therapy session. It helps me with my anxiety. It helps me with my depression. And every time I go back and look at those videos, I'll look at it and be like, oh, well, I was doing this on camera. I need to work on that. I was emphasizing the word like I am right now way too much. I need to work on that. But in the long run, now that channel is been switched over more to like food reviews and everything, I want to have fun with it. I want to go out and enjoy the best food there is out there in this world. And like just recently, we have a video that we're going to be putting together, and this was just ramen that your niece, right?
Yeah.
Here's a short story of it. Her niece went to Japan, and I asked her, as a favor, bring me this certain ramen from 7-Eleven out there in Japan. It's dry ramen. She brought it.
It's a Michelin star ramen, though.
It's a ramen that comes from a Michelin star restaurant, and it's dry. You know, you open it up, it's all dry ingredients. You put your water. I literally had tears in my eyes. Tears were coming out of my eyes on how good that ramen was.
It was the best ramen I've ever had.
For being a dry type ramen, but like it's not so much that. It's the experience of trying a new kind of food from a different country that you can't get out here.
I love that.
And that's just a small taste of what I want to do, is just travel this world, taste everything that's out there, and show everybody out there how good the food is out there. That's why I'm trying for Southern California right now. Eventually we'll go. We're going to travel the states, and we're going to travel the world, and we're going to try all these different things. But
my goal for the channel has already happened. So my goal was just for him to come out of his shell and be the true person that I knew he could be. You know, I get to see him every day and get to see the great, amazing person that he is every day. And I just wanted to be able to let other people know that, you know, he's a great person, and to kind of let him come out of his shell. And this channel has achieved that and more. He's gained some lifelong friends through this channel, and I couldn't be happier. So my goal's reached. I'm done.
Oh, that's so nice. I love that. And now we can see it every day too. So there you go.
And then with the second channel, that's more of growth for me on a personal level, to just conquer and battle the issues that I'm having, because it's an everyday struggle, and it hurts a lot, and it's devastating, especially for me, because there's a lot of people out there that lose their lives, and they think that there's nobody out there to help them, but there's people out there. And hopefully these little 1-minute little snippets will eventually get to these people and save them that day. Like it saves me every day.
Yeah.
And, you know, that one, I don't care if it reaches 1 million views. I don't care if it reaches 10 more views, as long as someone sees it and they're like, you know what, I don't have to die today.
You know, Scotty, somebody way smarter than me. Somebody way smarter than me said, and they were right, you help enough people get what they want, and you can get everything in the world that you want.
I mean, we've had raw emotions on our channel that, you know, we thought about editing it out. We thought about cutting it out, but we were like, you know what, this is reality. This is what life is. So we leave those things in because we want people to see, like, we're human beings at the end of the day. We have emotions, we have feelings, you know, we have good days and bad days. And You know, one of the big, huge things for us was when Anthony Bourdain died. He was somebody that was a huge inspiration to Scotty. And that day was one of the hardest days that we had to go through during our vlogging channel, because I mean, he was devastated, and he made a raw video. He was crying. He had emotion about it. He was like really hurt by the whole thing. And he posted that video, and he called me about it later, and he was like, you know, I put this video out there, and I was like, well, it's your channel. You have to do it. Like, if that's what you want to put out there, you know, put it out there. And there was so many people that were like, you know, thank you for putting it out there, because I had the same feelings, and I was, you know, feeling sad, and I had, you know, I was confused, and I had questions, and, you know, all that other stuff. So, I mean, yeah, we film, you know, our Disney vlogs and our adventures and everything else, but we also show our reality in our life. And so.
Yeah, because like you can ask Gonzo, you can ask Dev. What they see on the camera is exactly how we are off the camera.
Yeah.
We're not different. We don't put up a face or some kind of fake thing on the camera for the vlogs and all that kind of stuff. They
How
see what they
tiring would
see
that
on
be,
video,
though?
and then they meet us in person, and we're exactly the same. It's like they're surprised.
Yeah, Gonzo's the same person
Yeah,
he is. Whenever
Gonzo-
we met him, he was
Dev
the same
is the
exact
same
person.
person.
Dev's the same exact person. Like, there's no change in their personality.
You
It's
know,
just
and that's hard to find.
what you
in
see is what
people.
you get.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't know how people. I've had a friend actually recently said they're a good enough actor too. Blah 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 about YouTube, and I remember thinking, I'm not, and that sounds so tiring. Like
Well, it's because a lot of times you do get that. You know, a lot of times you'll meet these big, huge YouTubers, and they have this certain personality, you know, and if you want to act it off, you could play it off. I mean, you could be like, hey, you know, how you doing? This is my channel. You know, make sure you like and subscribe, do all this. You know, and it's at the end of the day, when you meet them in person, they're just like, get away from me. Like, you know, why are you talking to me? And so it's true, you know, like there's certain people that like what you see is what you get, and then there's other people that what you see is their persona that they want you to see. So
yeah. I think we got you left, Dev. Goals? Want to share?
That was awesome, Nikki and Scotty. But I think my goal when I started it was more of people saying I can't do it, and I wanted to prove them wrong. You know, at first, I don't think anyone in my family thought I could do it, and thought I would move from Florida to, you know, and nobody thought I could do it. So I just ended up saying, hey, I'm going to do it. And I went and I did it. I accomplished. And, you know, 3 years later, here I am. And I think now it is, you know, at first I was like, you know, maybe I can get to 1,000. And I got to 1,000. Maybe can I get to 10? And, you know, I got to 10. And here I am, right, the 20's right around the corner. I don't know how, but
yes, you do. You're doing good work. You're doing good.
I don't, and you know,
give yourself some credit, my friend. You're doing good.
I appreciate that, but it's just, you know,
I don't like it when people do good stuff and work hard and say, "Oh, I got lucky." Okay, maybe you got some luck. Whatever.
You know, I'm not satisfied, and I don't want to be one of those YouTubers say, "Yeah, I know I'll do it," because that's really, it's frustrating when, you know, I see, you know, people I watch on YouTube, and then here I am meeting them in person, and like Nikki was saying, they're just completely different than what you see on, you know, the videos you watch every day. You know, people have that personality. Some people aren't themselves.
Yeah.
And I think now it's just, you know, what can I do differently? That's my goal now. What can I do differently? What can I create that's going to be unique and get people's attention? Do something, you know, what other people aren't doing. And, you know, we'll see. And, you know, I'm testing that theory out tomorrow with a different type of live stream, just because, you know, the last couple of weeks I've been thinking about what can I do differently. And so far, I mean, I think, you know, I've seen quite a bit of growth in my channel the last couple of weeks when I've been testing things out. So we're going to keep it up and see. But I love how we all set these goals for, you know, our channels. And, you know, like I said, that's what stands out.
Well, doing new things keeps it fresh for your viewers, your fans, but you too, right? I mean,
absolutely.
Like,
absolutely, because you don't want to be, you know, if you do like me, I live stream every week. You know, there's only 4 parks. And people want to be in the parks. People don't want to be in Disney Springs for a live stream. People want to be inside those parks, and you know, you go to Magic Kingdom once or twice a month doing these live streams. Well, what can you do differently? Because people aren't just going to watch to do you doing the same thing you did last week when you were at Magic Kingdom or last month when you were at Magic Kingdom. So what can you do different?
I love that. I love that. You guys are awesome. Can I ask you everybody one more question? I don't know. I don't want to keep everybody forever. If you got to go, it's okay. But I'd love to ask one more question. I'll let you guys decide the order again. Favorite YouTubers, and it doesn't have to be Disney. And I'll start. For me, it's Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon. Neither one of them have anything to do with Disney.
Right.
I mean, if you want to say a Disney YouTuber, that's fine too. But I'd love to hear just your favorite YouTubers and why. Whoever wants to go.
I will go. My actual favorite YouTuber is Prince Charming Dev.
That's a lie.
Honestly, like I don't miss one vlog that he posts out there.
I know.
Whether I watch it on TV or whether I'm watching it on my phone. On my TV, I can't leave a comment, but on the phone, I can. But I watch every single one of his live streams. I've been following him since he had, what was like 200 subscribers or something like that. Like,
it was back in the day.
It was way back in the day. So yeah, I mean, I've been following him for a long time.
I didn't set it up for that answer, but I'm loving this answer. This is good.
Yeah, my kids absolutely love his channel, and it's family friendly. It's not something that I have to worry about like controversy or whether or not my kids can watch it. And not only that, every single time, to me, I feel like a good YouTuber is somebody that constantly puts a smile on your face when you're watching them. Like your smile never goes away.
You know what?
And that's something
that's a good
human. That's why when I watch his channel, every time I watch a vlog, I have a smile on my face. I'm laughing. Like the vlog he did yesterday about the drinks around the world, I literally was dying. I was like, look at him with his Mr. Miyagi like bitch.
And the funny thing about that vlog yesterday, Dev, you were doing it. I was like, wait, that's all you drank? Are you serious? like I started in Mexico and ended in Canada. I did all of them, and I still was walking straight.
That's why I didn't start with Mexico. I wouldn't have left Mexico. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. You see, we need a makeup day for that drinks around the world because we're supposed to do drinking with Gonzo, and then he ended up unfortunately in the hospital that day. So we weren't able to do that. So we definitely have to plan a makeup day for that.
Yeah, we do. It's probably won't
I
take you
destroyed
2
my
more
liver for Gonzo that day, though.
Yeah, you
totally.
did.
It was
You drank
all in
enough
Gonzo.
for
I
2
drank
people.
enough for 2 people that day
I know.
too.
Well, Scotty, you know I'm a lightweight.
I think that was the same.
He fell asleep on the Disney bus.
Yeah,
The Magical Express turned into the Tragical Express going back to the hotel that night.
Wait, that was the same day we went to the beer garden, right?
Yeah, it was bad.
On top of the drinks around the world, I still had 2 big of the beers from the beer garden.
The beer garden.
So yeah, I was surprised I still was able to walk without a dialysis machine attached to me.
I was helping you.
And it's so interesting because I don't drink on my channel. You know, the 17,000 celebration, that was the first time me actually, showing I'm drinking and, throwing a few beeps in it. And people really love that. People really love me trying to drink around the world yesterday. And
you want to know why? You were being real.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why they loved it.
Right.
You can apologize all you want, sitting there and cursing and drinking a few drinks and everything like that, but you are being human. You're being yourself, and that's what people love about you.
Thank you, Scotty. And that's what I've been testing the last couple of weeks. Can I be more myself? Will people accept?
Yeah. Yes. Do it. I mean, we've been telling you that for forever. We're like, do what makes you happy. I've been telling you this for a long time. Do what makes you happy. Yeah. Because to be honest, we do what makes us happy, whether it gets us 20 views or if it gets us 1,000 views. We're just going to put it out there because you know what? It makes us happy. We enjoyed our experience. Whether they watch it or not, that's up to them. Yeah. But we had fun. And we hope that they like it when they watch it.
I'm not talking to Scotty. I'm talking to every human. You're good enough as is. You don't have to pretend.
Yep.
I believe every word of that.
Amen to
I
that.
think a lot of it is it's pressure. You know, I don't think you guys have experienced it yet, and you guys will. It's not a fun feeling. Trust me, pressure sucks.
Yeah.
But you know, that's why I was so nervous into doing these type of videos, is because
Yeah.
the comment section, there's Twitter. You know, people will unsubscribe, and when people unsubscribe, they will not be afraid to tell you, "Hey, I'm unsubscribing.
Yeah.
You suck." And
that's the thing. Dev does have to deal with that because he has 17,000 subscribers.
And
I've
sponsors.
seen it firsthand where they literally tell him, "I want you to make this type of video." Like they literally demand it, and it's kind of sad to see them, you know, putting demands like that on him. But he has gotten that.
And it's hard, and you know, that's why I gotta try to make everybody happy. But I'm to the point now in my life, I really don't care what people say. I don't really care what people think. You know, you guys follow along on Twitter. You guys know I don't care. You guys know I'm not afraid to call people out on their BS. And
Well,
you know,
I'm not following on Twitter too close because it's on Twitter, but everything else you got me.
But
thanks, Vicky. I sweat off the alcohol. Really? Wow.
I read that. I wasn't gonna read it out loud, but I saw that.
Oh no.
Vicky, you're involved in the whole thing because I have to go and see my girl.
Yeah,
like I miss you.
I think my favorite would be
and
Casey.
Kelly.
You know, Casey's not doing as much anymore. I think he's just tired and he's sick of that pressure. But all the old stuff, man.
Yeah.
He really inspired me to, again, go create. Don't just vlog. Don't just make a video. Go create and show people. And I have probably over 100 people I'm subscribed to. A lot of you guys, a lot of smaller YouTubers, and there's a lot of bigger YouTubers. I just seen Nate Shot, who I watch Omar Gosh TV. I watch a lot of other, you know, different, just not Disney.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes I have to catch myself not watching as much Disney or you know, not. I like seeing other people things, like there's, you know, country or the city or, you know, over in another country or something like that. So it's not just Disney. And I hate how Disney's this circle or this bubble and it just sucks you in. Like today, I went to Disney Springs, tried to get the gauntlet that just came out. I've been trying to get this gauntlet for, I don't know, last year when I came to meet you guys, Nikki and Scotty. And
at Disneyland.
I'm at work. I'm almost done with work. I see this thing on Facebook. Oh, the Infinity Gauntlet is there. 53 minutes later, it's sold out. And it's so frustrating. It's like once it's on the annual pass holder page, it's gone.
Yep.
And it's so you know, it's frustrating. And but anyways, you're stuck in this circle. You want the gauntlet because one, it's limited edition. You really don't need it. Two, you want it, but you don't need it. And three,
what are you gonna do with it?
You just want it.
I love it. What are you gonna do with it?
He just wants it for the Instagram, to be honest. So just take a really good Instagram photo, send it to Des so he can post it on his channel, and then you're good.
It's like, sir, can I pay you $20 just to take a picture with it? I don't need it.
Right? I know, because you turned around and you bought the Dumbo popcorn bucket and ended up selling it to me.
Yeah, I just got it because like it was limited edition, and same with Spirit jerseys, special ticketed events. That's why Disney is making that type of money, because it's a black hole and it'll suck you in.
Yeah. Well, Devin, have you seen the Avengers Happy Meal toys from McDonald's?
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
I buy a McDonald's without having my kid want one of those. I was skinny 3 weeks ago. No, not so much.
Weren't we all?
Yeah, right.
What about you, Gonzo?
For me, I think Casey is one of the main guys. And again, I agree with you, Devin. He hasn't done a lot lately. I think he's getting tired, or he's just taking a little vacation. Disney, obviously, you guys, PCD, always, I've been there with him since the beginning. He knows that, and the Kilt Guy, and Jeff, and Florida Freaks. But I watch everybody from Disney. I'm a Disney. I like to watch Disney vlogs a lot, and I like to see everybody. But that brings that energy and information, informative, and it's great. It's great. The way he does it is great, and I love his blogs. Since that day that his roommate took the Coca-Cola Jeff, you ever saw that video that he put?
I don't think so.
That his roommate stole his coconut.
That
was a great blog, man.
I lock them all up in the refrigerator. You guys are too kind.
It's so funny too. You were talking about today. You're not getting the gauntlet. So
Right.
We went and saw the movie last night. My oldest of the two that still live at the house is huge into Marvel, and she sent me a picture of the gauntlet sippy cup, whatever it is.
Mhm.
And we were having a busy work day, and so I became aware of it.
Right.
Because my daughter sent me something, and then I became aware of it being sold out because of you, Dev. Your Insta. And so I sent my daughter a message, hey, they're already sold out. Like all of this stuff happens here
so
in
fast.
Fort Worth, Texas. I'm talking because of you, and you know, you were on my Insta. It's just how fast you said it. How fast information travels today.
Yeah,
it's shocking. It's I think it's pretty awesome, and it probably saved you $28. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, you know, now I may have to just go buy the $100 one. I want the gauntlet, so I don't know.
So you know what I want? I love that. So I want those tiki, the Haunted Mansion. And I don't have any of them. And I go on eBay probably once a month, and the prices aren't coming down, and it's killing me because I don't even know what I do with it.
Did you see those gauntlets are $18.69? The highest price one is currently on eBay for $196, and they just went on sale today.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's the thing. Disney, and I spoke about this on our one of our live streams. But Disney had a thing where they were trying to crack down on the people that were trying to resell these things, and they actually targeted the wrong people. So they actually ended up targeting the personal shoppers, and telling them like they were revoking their annual passes from Disneyland because they were selling merchandise from Disney, and it states in their annual pass stipulations that they're not allowed to buy something from Disney to turn around and resell for any dollar amount by using their annual pass. So it automatically revokes their pass if they do that. The thing is the personal shoppers were only charging like a $5 convenience fee on top of whatever the regular price was in order to get them merchandise. It was kind of a, you know, for people that live out of state and can't make it to the parks. But what they should have targeted is what they should have targeted was the flippers, because those people are the ones that don't have a personal shopping page. They go to the parks, they buy 12 popcorn buckets and sell them for $200 a piece on eBay the second they have them in their possession. And that hasn't slowed down because they targeted the wrong people. And so there's a lot of personal shoppers that are no longer annual pass holders because
I have an unpopular opinion on that. I'm okay with it. Like it's my fault, and it's all of our fault that those things are selling for $128.
Yeah, because you don't have to go to Disney, you can just order it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is too. I when we went to Walt Disney World, there was I can't remember what it was.
Which one?
No, it was at Disneyland. Sorry, it was at Disneyland. They had a annual pass holder event. You got like a special pin and something else, but they scanned your ticket, and then once they scanned your ticket, you couldn't go back and in line and get another free button or something else.
That's what they do with the pass holder magnets.
Yeah, so if they can do that with the magnets and they can do that with the buttons, why can't they do that with the popcorn buckets?
I think Disney knows, you know, Disney may say something. You know, Disney, you know, and this is what I really hate about Disney. There's not a lot of things I hate or don't like about Disney, maybe two things. But Disney knows, and they don't care what people think. They will only post something online just so we can be quiet and be happy about it. So Disney probably loves the flippers. People, you know, but they're not going to say that. You know, they're going to make an article saying, hey, you know, do this and there's a chance you may get revoked. Just like the Galaxy's Edge thing, you may not get in. You know, Disney does this all the time. You made this. And, you know, Disney never says yes or no. It's always, you know.
Or maybe the flippers work for Disney.
That's
I think
just
Disney's doing okay.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I think people over at Disney got their name tag real right, and they're
Right.
they're taking my money. See, here's the thing. I agree with that, Deb. I do. I think that I mean, I want stuff. I want more stuff. I have enough stuff.
yeah.
And
We all do.
stuff. So, and when the annual pass holder writes the letter and complains, hey, I didn't get I didn't even get it, and they're selling it on eBay, and that's why they're saying that you may get revoked. In my humble opinion.
Well, my thing is, and this is even with spirit jerseys, this is even for, some food at Food and Wine. Why is it if Disney knows something's going to go crazy, sell, why don't they ever have enough of that one item? Now,
Because scarcity makes us crazy, and then we want it more.
But
It's supply and demand.
But with that orange bird, they actually had enough. They did not sell out opening day. With that Steamboat Mickey popcorn bucket, I don't think they ever sold out that day.
And the ears, the rose gold ears, they weren't out every 5 hours.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on supply and demand, because I know that whenever they first came out with the Star Wars AT-AT popcorn buckets, they were sold for $20. And then we started slowly watching the price go up. Disney was upping the price. By the time they got to the last round of selling those AT-AT buckets at Disneyland, they were at $25 a piece. So
that's like $5 for a Coke.
Yeah.
A bottle of Coke was $5.
Yeah.
So would you guys agree that sometimes we don't want something until we see the line for it, and then we're like, oh, I don't know what I'm in line for, but boy, do I want that.
Absolutely.
That's just human nature.
Well, another thing too, I actually know somebody who works for Disney and works inside, like in their PR system, and they were telling us that they actually Disney like promotes these millennials, these young, fresh kids, and they get the Spirit jerseys and they post them on their Instagram, and they post a really cute pic of them wearing their Spirit jersey or showing off their popcorn bucket, and the next thing you know, it's viral. It's everybody's wanting it, and so it's a whole thing of they're kind of marketing it to these younger crowds of like, oh, this Spirit jersey's coming out, and whether it looks like crap or not, they got a great picture, and all of a sudden everybody's like, I want it. And
but that's great on Disney's side. There's a lot of companies who do that. Will give you a free cruise just so you can, people can see this new cruise or what's going on in this cruise.
Yeah.
I
feel like you might know a little bit about that.
Those millennials there to take the pictures of the food and everything.
It's back with the kids, it's all social media. I wanted the gauntlet to take a picture today on Instagram. I've probably used that gauntlet maybe 2 or 3 times in my life. I wanted to take a picture. You want to post on Instagram that you got this, but you didn't. It's just the world we live in right now.
Yeah.
And it's supported by Disney because they're not having to pay a marketing team to do this. You can just bring these Instagrammers or these YouTubers here, give them a free Spirit jersey that probably cost them $10 to make, but selling it for $70 at the park. Disney's winning. They're smart. That's why they have all this money.
Yeah.
They're not dumb.
Oh, they're not. They didn't go into this business yesterday. They know what they're doing.
They're doing well. They're doing well.
And they got us hooked.
They do.
I ain't going anywhere.
Right?
You guys rock. This has been fun.
Some free cruise though.
Yeah, you'll be getting some free stuff, but you'll be fine. You're killing it, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything, but here's what I know. You're gonna get some neat things coming soon.
I want some of that NASA merch that Dev's got.
That's another crazy thing that I don't know if I want to get into, but who would have thought?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
now I want to get into it. I want to talk.
Who would have thought NASA would be watching a Disney or theme park video? Like I said,
I feel like there's some information out there that I don't have. Like what? Like I'm a NASA nerd. What are we talking about?
Whatever you want, I got you with NASA.
He's sponsored by NASA.
I am sponsored by NASA. It's crazy.
You are?
Yeah.
I think
How do I not know this? Where have I been?
I don't think you watch my second channel.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Oh no, the second channel I keep more private. You know, I kind of I keep it low key. I say, you know, I have a second channel every now and then, but I put whatever. That's more my personal diary, you know. But I'm more sponsored by the NASA merchandise team, but you know, they know I love space and they'll send me out to launches and you know backstage. It's really just unbelievable and
My mind's being blown. I didn't know this stuff. I met astronaut a few years ago, and it was better than meeting Brad Pitt or some athlete or whatever.
I met an astronaut the other day. It was crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's kind of hilarious that Devin is sponsored by NASA, but my dad worked for NASA building the booster rockets for the first shuttle.
Whoa.
And then I met Buzz Aldrin, Chuck Yeager, and Neil Armstrong when I was a kid, but yet you're sponsored.
Well,
That's
they're not sending me on free cruises or giving me a free ride to space, but you know, I'll take a shirt or some media coverage every now and then.
We need to do a take two of this face talk with Dev because I could go nerd on you forever. I had no idea. I've got all these videos I need to watch. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah, you do. And you know, back to like kind of the pressure thing. You know, I can't say certain things or do certain things because I now have 3 sponsors that sponsor the channel, and you know that's why I was so nervous doing you know the drinking around the world or the 17,000 subscriber. But everybody ended up liking it, and that's you know you got to take chances, and if you feel it's right in your gut, you just got to do it.
I think as long as you don't get a mugshot in jail, you're good.
Yeah,
You can do whatever you want on
I
your
would
channel.
think so.
You guys know about the story of the Trivago guy? Am I saying that? Trivago? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the guy from Trivago. Yeah, he got arrested for DUI in Vegas.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
Guess he didn't use Trivago to get a hotel room.
That's
have
right.
to take him back.
Midlife oil. What's up, Midlife?
Hey, Midlife Vibes in the house. What's going on? Hey, guys.
Hey, midlife vibes.
Hey Josh.
Josh and
How's
Becky.
it going?
Good stuff. What a great panel tonight. Gonzo, you're so quiet. Like, I want to ask a Gonzo only question just because
I think I made him shy, Dole, Dad. I think he's
you made him shy? Don't do that.
Who?
You.
Gonzo, true or false? You are here.
No, man. I'm working to see if I can get a free cruise and stuff like that. I don't
There
know.
you go. There you go. He's thinking.
I'm just trying to work to get a free meal so I can review it.
Can I get free guacamole on my Chipotle?
Oh man.
Hashtag hosted.
What's up, Jeff?
I miss you guys, dude. We need to hang out more. This is too much.
See, this is why Gonzo can't say anything. We're all interjecting.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
This is what happens when we all get together. It's like it's just mayhem.
It is.
No, you know what makes it fun? Since already I know you guys and everything, and he'd say this hints, and I'm gonna know where it's going from. I'm just cracking up behind my head. I'm like, oh my god, now he did it.
Chipotle is my life.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
We may have to do one of these.
I love it. I love it.
Social media. We could really get into some things.
Sounds good to me.
Dole, Dad, this has been awesome, man. This is really enjoyable. Not only watching. I really try to watch every single Friday, but actually being on it, it's really fun. And definitely want to be a part of it. And this kind of makes me want to do my own talk show every Friday night or something.
I'll be there. And by the way, it's Jeff. I mean, you can call me Dole Dad, but it kind of freaks me out. But it's
I just like Dole Whip Dad.
I like Dole Whip Dad because Dole Whips are my favorite. So
Yeah.
I actually got asked a couple times in the last 2 weeks, do you want me to call you Jeff or Dole Whip Dad? I'm like, is this really a question? What is this? I don't know. It
can't be weirder. It can't be weirder than older woman coming up to you and calling you Prince or
I knew
Charming.
it, yeah. So there you go. So
that would be awkward.
Name. What's the origin story of the name?
So
I love it.
Dev is short for Devin. All my family called me Dev or Dev back in the day. But Prince Charming, every time I would come to Disney, all the cast members, mostly girls of course, but they would always call me Prince Charming, and it kind of just stuck, and I really love just the Prince thing and think Charming, so I just put everything together, Prince Charming Dev. And at first I was very cautious of people knowing my name, and this day and age people can just Google Dev and everything shows up, so kind of put 2 and 2 together.
I love that. And I don't get jealous. It's hard to make me jealous, but when you say I go to Disney and all the girls call me Prince Charming, I'm like, that's happening. What's that?
It hasn't happened to Scotty either.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. What's up, Kilt Guy?
But
No,
it's okay. I'm okay with it, because I think if somebody came up to him and started like, "Oh, you're so Prince Charming," I'd have to cut somebody. So I'm good.
And I don't know if the y'all are still watching, but Brittany, every time I call her on the phone, she says, "Hello, Prince," or "What can I do for you, Prince?" It's crazy cool, and it's fun, but it has its times. It gets a bit too much at times.
Yeah.
See, next time when Brittany does that to you, Dev, just start breaking out in a Prince song.
Yeah. All right.
That's what I want to ask. Are you a fan of Prince? Because I am.
Absolutely. Purple Rain.
Heck yeah, who isn't?
Crazy people.
All the ladies be eyeballing Scotty, Josh says.
I am right now, so whatever. Love it. Yeah, I'm mad at Prince.
Vicky! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's right, Vicky. Vicky knows what's up.
So when you start your
Vicky's been a long time family member, so she knows.
Yeah.
It's the kilt in those legs. It was that Josh asked.
Well,
Yeah.
The funny story about my name that I got was actually.
So wait. I'm terrified of kilts. So do I?
No. Well, I mean,
Big Mac story, is it?
I know. I'm Scottish Mexican for one, so yeah, I've been wearing a kilt for a good part of like 15 years or so.
Stop that.
But the reason why is we went to an event to go see Justin Scarred from Random Land, and we met him like a couple times before, but when we went to go see him, he didn't remember my name. All he said was, "Hey, it's the Kilt Guy," and from that point on, that's where the name stuck. So it was actually Justin Scarred that gave me my name.
Yeah, every time he would see him, he'd be like, "Oh, it's the Kilt Guy," and he'd break into a Scottish accent and do this whole bit. And like every single time he seen him, he was like, "It's the Kilt Guy," and so yeah, it just stuck.
Yep.
So my mom, who is my mom, writes books, and she's written a few books, and they're like romantic stuff that I can't read because it's my mom, and this thing for kilts, and she's married to a guy, and hi mom if you're in here, and she's married to a guy who I love. He's a great guy. He's younger than me, and he's into kilts, and it's creepy. So I'm scared of kilts.
Is she writing those Harlequin romances with the kilts?
It might as well be. So the first book comes out, and she says, "Just start reading." So I open it up random pages. Open it up, and I'm like,
Mom, if you're watching, send me a book.
Yeah, I'll send you it. But she might be in here. She's in here a lot. But and I love them to death. Kilts freak me the heck out. So I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Dev wore a kilt to our wedding.
I did.
The issue is more about my mom than the kilt.
Yeah, there's a really funny video on our channel of our wedding reception where Dev gives me a very personal lap dance.
Oh boy.
It's all good. I love you, bro.
I don't even remember that.
Midlife kilt. Yeah, no, it's a family scar for me, so whatever. Oh, you guys rock. So when's the interview show coming on, Jeff? Because we inquiring minds need to know.
I think this is something I'm going to do because I really want to get my second channel going. You know, I've been telling I'm going to do it for a year and nothing's really happened. So I think, you know, I want to do something. Again, I have no pressure. I know people who love will watch, and I think it's going to be coming in May. I think so.
Love it. Love it. Well,
You guys definitely have to come back on. We have to talk some more discussions.
anything I can do to help, I would do that all day. Chills, you just got here, buddy. I'm sorry you're missing out. We got Gonzo, we got Dev, we got everybody. Where you been? We got Kilt Guy, we got Death Star. I'm glad you're here. My buddy from New Mexico. We got a big UFC.
Hey, Chills.
Nice.
Hey, Chills.
What's up, Chills?
So anyway, and everybody in chat, you know what? I haven't been interacting as much as on chat as I'd like to, but I appreciate you guys being here. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. This has been a blast. Gonzo, what do you think about tonight? This has been amazing.
It's been amazing, man, and we didn't like. It's just one day to another. We got it together. So thank you guys for being here with us. I appreciate it. Love you guys for your time, and it's been great. It's been great. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better at all. It was great. Awesome. It was awesome. So I appreciate you guys.
I've had a great time. I will ask, and I know the answer for 2 out of 3, but anybody from the Kilt Guy, Death Star Diva clan over there? Clan, you see what I did there? That was pretty good. Any chance you'll be in Star Wars looking for Luke or Leia with anybody you might know in August?
For Star Wars Land?
Yeah.
The
majority of the people in the chat will be there in August.
Well, we've kind of figured that everything for Star Wars Land is going to be like oversaturated. So
and then
we're planning our trip for maybe next year.
Because also right now, we heard that with the reservations, there's also going to be a 4-hour window for for people with reservations.
Yeah.
So you the way I saw it was like this: you have 2 choices. You either go around Star Wars Land looking at the shops, the merch, and all that stuff, or you wait 4 hours in line for Smuggler's Run. That's it. So you have to take your pick.
I just, you know what, I don't even care what I see. I just want to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not going to go away anytime soon. They're not going to tear it down. So I'm kind of going to wait for the crowds to kind of die down just a little bit before I go in. So
2025, right?
Pretty much.
That's
like Pandora,
awesome.
like it's taken Pandora how long? So, and it still hasn't really died down yet. So it'll be about that.
Is this bad? But I really don't care for Smuggler's Run. As cool as it's going to be, I am more excited for Battle to Escape. Or is that what it's called? Battle of Resistance?
Rise of the Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance?
Well, wait, hold on, Dev. Have you seen the merch that's going to be at Galaxy's Edge?
Oh my gosh,
have.
the merch.
The
That's
food,
awesome. It's going to be great.
the food, the lightsaber experience, building the droid, and this whole thing.
I want to
you
go
do
in
from
the
your phone.
cantina.
I think when it opens, I'm going to be in California and I'm in Florida when it opens. I'm not going to be in California the day of it opens, but I'll be there before. And, I'm not going to be in a rush to ride the ride. I really want to ride the ride. But again, I just want to be there. I want to take it in. I've seen this land from the concept art until it broke ground. I just want to experience it. I want to try blue milk for the first time.
Yes. I want blue milk and I want to sleep in a tauntaun backpack or a sleeping bag.
Right.
I just want to be there.
They need to make that. They really need
to
to.
have one made.
I know, but Disney needs to have it like as merch that you can buy.
Oh, Lord.
Or actually like a little play area where the kids get to play inside of a tauntaun, like an open tauntaun. That'd be cool.
I say if you guys want to ride Flight of Passage or Slinky Dog with Little to No Wait, August 29th will be the day.
Hey, that's a good call. That's a good call.
Yeah.
In fact, you could probably ride every ride at Disneyland with no wait in line. How about Peter Pan?
Yeah.
No waits in line.
What about the Snow White mine car ride?
Yeah.
There's gonna be no waits.
I've said this before, but I'll say it again. My 7-year-old self dreamed about walking in that cantina, and my 49-year-old self gets to. So thank you, Disney. Thank you, whoever.
I'm probably gonna cry when I go in there because I'm that much of a huge Star Wars fan that I probably will cry. So yeah, my reaction will be just like bawling my eyes out. But yeah, I'm so stoked. I'm so excited. I can't wait. But I know that we don't have reservations, so we're not going to go on opening day. I've been trying to get into like Disney PR because they actually get to go on the 21st of May before everybody else. But yeah, it's like pulling teeth. I don't think we're going to get it.
You know, that reminds me, I saw some neat, I think it's on Instagram and maybe a YouTube video or two. It might have been Disney PR videos that I saw, but staff learning that they get to work, well, cast members learning they get to work. That was really fun. I enjoyed seeing that.
Yep.
Good stuff.
It was emotional. We know some cast members that tried out for Galaxy's Edge and they didn't get it, and they were devastated. They were upset that they didn't get to, you know, go in, but at the same time, you know, they were happy for all the people that did get to be cast members there.
That's cool. I love that. See, that's another thing I love about Disney. Like, I mean, I love my job, but that would be pretty cool too to work for Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, people go there for their one biggest trip of their life. I mean, that's another thing. We're blessed. You know, I don't know how many times each of you have been in the parks. I've been in way more than my fair share.
Yeah.
And pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, I love it, but it gets back to the reason why we love it, right? It's greatness.
Yeah. I mean, that's a thing too. Like we complain a lot, you know, like right now we're going through Disney withdrawals because we don't have our annual pass. And this is our first year without an annual pass. So we're kind of like, you know, going through our withdrawals, but we have to think and understand that there's so many people out there that don't have annual passes regularly and they don't go all the time. So, I mean, for us to just be able to go like on an afternoon just to go have dinner there because we felt like it.
I mean,
you know,
everybody
we're
in here,
very fortunate. Yeah.
everybody in here has gone to things that kids put down for their Make-A-Wish wish.
Yeah,
We go out.
exactly.
So we're among the top blessed people on the planet, if you ask me.
Yeah. So we're definitely blessed. Yeah.
Love it. You guys have made my night. Like, I was having a good day, and this has just been better than I could have expected. Love you guys for doing this. Gonzo, you rock, man. Like I always kind of make fun after this. I'm like, how do you know everybody? And I'm just gonna do it in front of everybody. How do you know everybody? That is so
Because
cool.
he buys us margaritas.
Why is that pavilion always so full? I don't understand. Oh, yes, I do.
It's that Puerto Rican spirit, that love, huh?
Yeah,
Want to share
that's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Anybody who wants to produce, I think Deb said he's got something new coming up. Gonzo, if you want to say anything, anybody who wants to share what they got to the people in chat, now would be the time. Let us know what you got coming.
I'm good. Good night, guys. It's been fun. What you got going on, Scotty?
Yeah, I'm ready to start this weekend. This is going to be a fun weekend. It really is. Like, I would like to say something, but
I have no idea what they're talking about. Everybody
Yes.
keeps talking around me saying that this is going to be a great weekend,
It
and I'm
is.
like, I don't know what's going on this weekend that I don't know about.
you're not, whatever it is, you're not a part of it. You're going out
You're getting a
with
free
your
cruise.
Yeah,
I'm going on a free cruise.
there you
man.
go. By yourself. We got other stuff
Just
going.
don't make it Carnival or Royal Caribbean. We're good.
Norwegian.
Disney cruise only, please.
There's nothing wrong with Royal Caribbean.
That's for another channel, another vlog.
It just don't have a mouse on it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we could spray paint one while we're on the ship.
Spray paint a hidden Mickey on the
Yeah.
side of Royal Caribbean.
That's funny. What about you, Gonzo? Anything you want to say?
No, we're good. And remember, next week we're gonna be live, and I'm gonna be in Disney parks at this time. So I'll be at the park next week. Hope to see you over there, buddy, someday. I'll be in the weekend there, so hopefully I can see you, give you a hug and stuff like that. And again, thank you guys. It's been great. We've been here like almost 2 hours. It's been great fun. We should do this once in a blue moon, but it's fun to be with family and friends. So thank you guys for your time again.
And all you guys who went
Anytime.
through the I don't even know what, the gremlins in my computer and stuck through it. I appreciate that. I still have no idea what happened, but I'm glad it worked out.
It's
So
because you
everything-
had an IT guy on your live stream. They're scared off for a little bit. That's
I'm
probably
gonna
why.
send you my
Keeping the
computer.
gremlins at bay.
Love it. Mickey Bunch says they want to see you next week, Gonzo, so that'll be good. So anyway, everybody in chat, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody in chat. If you guys want to stick around so I can say thank you, not in front of everybody, but thank you guys so much for being here. But if you were here in chat, I appreciate your time. Make sure you check out everybody's channels here. I don't have all the links in the description because I had some surprises, but check them out. I'll go back and throw them in there. But
thank you, Jeff, so much for having us on here.
This was
thank
such
you,
an
Gonzo.
honor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. I can't know that.
You can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner, as somebody smarter than me said. All right. You guys in chat, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your weekend. I guess it's only the beginning of Friday. Go do something awesome for somebody, even if that's you. See ya. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.